The neon signs of Frontier Station cast flickering shadows across Leo's cramped repair shop. He wiped grease from his hands onto an already stained rag, surveying the ancient toolbox that had belonged to his grandfather. Times were tough for human mechanics in the Outer Rim. Most species preferred automated repair bays or brought their ships to fancy establishments on the core worlds. The roar of an engine shattered the evening quiet. Leo stepped outside to find a sleek hoverbike sputtering to a halt in front of his shop. The rider killed the engine, and the machine wheezed like a dying animal. When the helmet came off, Leo's breath caught. She was Valorian, unmistakable with her luminescent blue skin that seemed to glow in the dim light, and those striking silver eyes that her species was famous for throughout the galaxy. "Need help?" Leo asked, keeping his voice steady despite his surprise. Valorians rarely ventured this far from their wealthy home systems. The woman's face broke into a relieved smile. "Desperately. This thing started making terrible noises 3 sectors ago. Every automated bay I passed wanted to charge me a fortune just for diagnostics." Leo nodded, walking around the bike. It was a custom model, expensive, probably worth more than his entire shop. But the problem was obvious to his trained eye. "Plasma regulator's failing. See this scorching here? Classic sign. Can you fix it?" she asked, a hint of worry in her melodic voice. "Sure can. Won't be cheap for parts, though. Valorian bikes use rare earth components." She hesitated, and Leo caught something in her expression. Uncertainty, maybe even fear. "How much?" Leo did the math in his head, then cut his usual rate in half. She looked worried, and he'd learned long ago that kindness cost nothing. 400 credits. I can have it done by morning." Her silver eyes widened. That's all?" "Well, I could charge you more if you insist," Leo said with a wry grin. "But my old man taught me to be fair. He always said that how you treat strangers says everything about who you are." Something shifted in her expression. Surprise, warmth, and something else he couldn't quite identify. "I'm Anna," she said, extending her hand. "Leo." Her skin was cool and smooth, like touching living silk. Anna stayed while he worked, perched on a stool and asking questions about his tools, his techniques, the old-fashioned way he approached repairs. Most customers couldn't wait to leave his humble shop, but she seemed genuinely fascinated. "Why do you do it manually?" Anna asked as Leo carefully extracted the failing regulator. "Surely an automated system would be faster." Leo smiled, holding the component up to the light. "Faster, sure. But machines can't feel the vibrations, can't sense when something's just slightly off. My grandfather taught me that fixing things isn't just about replacing parts. It's about understanding them. Each machine has its own personality, its own quirks." "That's a very human perspective," Anna observed. "Guilty as charged." Leo installed the new regulator, his fingers moving with practiced precision. "We humans might not have your species' natural telepathy or the Crithians' 4 arms, but we've got something else. We care. We take pride in the work, even the small stuff." Anna was quiet for a moment. "I've visited 40 systems in the past year, Leo. Do you know how many people actually looked at me, really saw me, instead of seeing my species, my clothes, what they thought I could give them?" Leo glanced up from his work. "Not many, I'm guessing." "3, including you." Her voice was soft. "Everyone else wanted something. My name carries weight in certain circles, and people either worship me or resent me for it. But you charged me a fair price and treated me like any other customer, like a person." "Well, you are a person," Leo said simply. "Fancy bike doesn't change that." He finished the installation and ran a diagnostic. The bike purred perfectly. "All set. Want to test it?" Anna paid him. Leo noticed she had a platinum credit chip, the kind reserved for the ultra-wealthy, but said nothing, and they took the bike for a test run through the station's perimeter. The machine handled beautifully, and Anna's laughter echoed in his helmet communicator as they weaved between cargo containers and docking platforms. When they returned to the shop, Anna seemed reluctant to leave. "Leo, can I ask you something?" "Shoot." "Why are you out here? You clearly have talent. You could work anywhere." Leo shrugged. "This was my grandfather's place. He helped everyone who came through those doors. Didn't matter if they were human, Valorian, or some species nobody'd heard of. He believed in building bridges, one repair at a time. After he passed, I couldn't let that legacy die." Anna's silver eyes shimmered. Were those tears? "Your grandfather sounds like he was a remarkable human." "He was." Leo smiled at the memory. "He used to say that the universe measures worth in credits and power, but humans measure it in kindness and connection. That's what makes us special." Anna reached into her jacket and pulled out a card. "Leo, I want you to know something. My full name is Anna Veltharian. My family owns Veltharian Industries. We manufacture 70% of the galaxy's plasma technology." Leo's eyes widened. Veltharian was one of the wealthiest corporations in known space. "I've been traveling in disguise for months," Anna continued, "trying to find someone who would see me for who I am, not what I represent. I've met princes who proposed within hours, merchants who tried to curry favor, and countless others who wanted my name or my fortune. But you? You charged me 400 credits and treated me with simple human decency." She pressed the card into his hand. "This is my personal contact. I'm returning to Valoria Prime next week, but I'd like to see you again, if you're interested." Leo looked at the card, then at Anna, really looked at her. Beneath the luminescent skin and silver eyes was someone who'd been searching for the same thing every sentient being wanted: genuine connection. "I'd like that," he said. "Fair warning, though. I'm a terrible cook." Anna laughed, the sound like wind chimes. "That's okay. I'm a billionaire who can't ride a bike without breaking it. I think we'll figure it out." As she rode off into the neon-lit night, Leo stood in his doorway and smiled. His grandfather had been right all along. In a galaxy that measured everything by wealth and power, humans had something more valuable: the ability to see beyond the surface, to offer kindness without calculation, and to build bridges that spanned worlds. That, Leo thought, was humanity's true superpower.